Hey guys, it's Dust. But seriously, Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays in general. As you saw in the duel video, I have come up with a very seasonal deck. Red and green, Fire Nature Rush. And the deck is as follows. Now trust me, if they had already come out with, before I go through the deck with the deck list, if they had already come out with snow sprites in Evo Fury, I would have used them by default and either gone, and if they were low level would have stuck with this deck, or if they were high level would have made another hyperspeed ramp. Just saying, before I show off the deck. I wanted to add snow sprites, we just don't have any. That would have been perfect for a seasonal red and green Christmas deck. But yes, going through level order. It's Rush and has Fire. 3 Blaze Belcher. Non-negotiable. Attacks every turn it's able to. Sometimes this is a weakness, but to get a level 1 attack, to get a creature out on the first turn, it's a nice little trade-off. 3 copies of Prickleback. A card that I don't normally attack with, I keep for evolutions, but Sabertooth's not good for a deck like this, in all honesty. Because you don't really need the extra ramp, and you could have easily spent that deck space on a level 3 or lower. And before I continue, I want to mention that this deck was inspired by Alex's Fire Nature Rush Kaijudo Yoshi. There's a link to his video, or rather his channel below. But yeah, I promised him I'd try to make a few edits here and there for my own version and show him what I came up with. I wasn't able to come up with much because he pretty much nailed it, but this is what I've got. I've added in 3 copies of Jet Flame Bodyguard, easy Evo bait for an evolution creature I'll be getting to in a bit, and even though it can't attack shields and players like a Rush deck should pound on constantly due to its skirmisher ability, if the enemy comes out with early level blockers, it makes them think twice. They block one of those other creatures I just showed you, they have to deal with this. And it's actually made people not block me on occasion. Now, the next couple cards I'm going to show you are basically the same thing, just nature and fire being the key differences. 2 copies of Thorny Creeper. A level 2 1000 creature with powerful attack 2000, so it jumps up to 3000 in the middle of an attack. Pretty nice. 3 copies of the fire version, Drakon Weaponsmith. Again, same card, only fire and Drakon as opposed to nature and Treekin. Speaking of Treekins, 3 copies of Essence Elf. A nice little level 2 that helps give a bonus to all your other little guys. So if the enemy does come out with a low level blocker, this might give you the little boost you needed to jump right over them. Or crash with them and eliminate them from the equation entirely. Of course, if you don't want to even do that, it's Rush. You need 3 copies of Comet Missile. Get rid of 1 enemy blocker, no questions asked. I mean, blockers are your main concern with Rush. So we try to fill in as much anti-block as possible. As well as Drakon Evolution bait. So I've actually gone so far as to add 3 copies of Super Bazooka Volcanodon. A level 3 1000 creature with powerful attack 4000. So while it's stationary, it's a sitting duck. While attacking, it's a beastly 5000 beater. I normally I can't stand this card due to that 1000 power while it's tapped, but I needed more cards, and it makes evolution bait for what I'm about to show you right now. 3 copies of Laser Arm Drakon, and oh dang. Okay, before I tell you guys about this, check out what I just noticed. That little evolution thing that you see on all the creatures, is it me? Is that coming out of this guy's fallen comrade's heart? That is awesome. It's like he evolved just to avenge the dude. That is awesome. I wonder if that was the case that they were thinking of when they did the artwork. Anyway, he's a level 3, 4000 evolution creature that goes on top of Drakons. Has powerful attack plus 2,000, so he jumps up to 6,000 while attacking. Again, all at level 3, can attack the moment he comes out, so that's pretty broken as is. But he also has Double Breaker. This wins you games with Rush. This is your win condition right here. This is your go-to guy. You do not put this guy into mana unless it is a dead last resort. Speaking of cards that can attack the moment they come out, I have 5 fast attackers in this deck for you to check out. 3 copies of Jet Thrust Darter, a nice little Dune Gecko at level 3 with 1,000 power, can attack the moment he comes out. That's nice. You guys know about Gale of Flame the Assaulter. Got him in 2s. Level 4, 5,000 power, can attack the moment he comes out, but he goes back to your hand at the end of the turn. So he's kind of a mana eater, but if you need an extra attack, he's there for you. I wanted to do Tornado Flame so badly, but Alex was right. Rock Bite is meant for Rush decks that 1 less cost in mana is key. I mean, it's important. Yeah, you can only get rid of level with 3,000 power or less creatures with a Shield Blast as opposed to 5,000, but this is Rush. By the time you've won, they should have never been able to get any creature higher than 3,000 anyway. And even if they did, it was probably level 4 or lower. So that's what you use 3 copies of Return to the Soil for. Another Shield Blast that, if the enemy's level 4 or lower, when you cast this, you pick said creature and send it to their mana zone. Now, this is one edit to the deck that Alex/Kaijudo Yoshi, I'm amazed he did not do. I thought this guy normally strains any deck to make sure that this happens. But 3 copies of Stormspark Blast. Just because if you can't get rid of the enemy blockers and they manage to break one of your shields and set this thing off, or if the game actually gets that late and you can cast the thing, if you can't get rid of the enemy blockers, the next best thing is to just make sure they can't block. And tapping them does that. Stormspark Blast, go for the win. Simple as that. But yeah, Merry Christmas again, guys. Hope you liked the deck. I'm heading out. If you guys liked the video, by all means like, subscribe, check out my introductory video to the channel, an introductory video to the Downtown Duelist Kaijudo Edition. I'm still trying to find a few games that are super popular in my area that aren't littered with people I would not particularly like to show on the channel due to behavioral issues, sorry to mention. But yeah, I'm trying to add in more segments. I'm just running into that problem a lot. If you guys have any comments for how the deck could be improved, again, please leave a comment below. And if you guys want me to try out a deck that you'd like to see either play tested or just made in general, PM me the deck list. And I'll be happy to try to put it together if I'm able and put it on the channel with a deck showcase and duel video. I've probably spammed this enough, but Merry Christmas. I gotta go and head to my family's gift exchange before they think I've ditched them. Like last year, don't ask, it was a disaster. See you guys later. I'm out.